Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So today I'm here with a review of Incipio's new DualPro case for the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Now I reviewed quite a few of Incipio's cases before, even several DualPros for different phone models, and I'm a big fan. It is my most favorite protective style case that I've been able to get on any phone that I've used. So I was very happy to have this opportunity to review this one as well. Now, before I get into the brass tacks, as it were, it's available for $29.99. It comes in 5 colors. There's the all black model. There's a iridescent gray on gray, which is what this one is. Then there's a iridescent red on black, so red exterior, black interior. And then iridescent rose gold and gray, gold on the outside and gray on the inside. And then the last one that they have is midnight blue, which is pretty cool as well. And you can pick those up straight from Incipio's website, incipio.com. Now, getting into this case, like I said, it's a two-piece system, which is not something you really see a whole lot anymore. Most of them are solid one pieces. So this one has 2 layers of protection. It's got a durable outer shell, a shock-absorbing inner core, which is made from their patented plextonium material. It's like kind of a soft rubberized material, but it keeps the phone safe, and then of course, if you drop it, it absorbs that shock on impact. Wraparound coverage, which is the protective edge that the lip of the front of the phone where it goes over the front of the screen and protects it. And then it's also wireless charging compatible. So even though it's a more bulky protective style case, you can still use it with your wireless charger. Let me go ahead and take this out. So I've been using this one for about a week now, and I've been very happy with it. There's not a whole lot of downsides to it. Here's a little insert with all their social media information on it if you want to check any of that out. All right, so what is up with this 2-piece business? Well, as I said, it's got the softer inner shell and the hard outer shell. And these two combine in a synergistic effect as a mold to your phone and give it that extra added protection up to 10 feet, which is really good because most cases are only like 3 feet, 4 feet, 6 feet. So you have to get into some of the more expensive, really protective cases to get up to 10 feet. And as far as protective cases go, usually they're very bulky. This one, I think, complements the form factor very well. The only complaint that I really have about it is this material for the outer shell. It has like this almost velvety, soft kind of feel to it. Like it's a hard material, but I can't hold on to it very well whenever you're in positions like if you're laying in bed trying to hold on to your phone or you're holding it up over your face. It just slowly glides and your hand will slide off of it and you have to keep adjusting your hands. So if you like to lay in bed and you're holding your phone over your face, be careful, you may drop this giant brick on your face. So be careful about that. But that's the only time I've ever had an issue with it. So unless you're in one of those positions, you should be good. But that is something to note because it is a little bit frustrating. I do have a couple little surface scratches here, which I try to take good care of my phones and my phone cases. So this isn't anything out of the ordinary. It didn't pick up too many, but you can see them there. I do like how it has the little Incipio label name here on the inner shell, so you can see it through this cutout. It's pretty neat. Oh, let's go ahead and put it on the case real quick. Sorry, put the case on the phone. So, inner shell on the phone, and this fits a little bit more loosely than the outer shell. And the outer shell just kind of ties everything in once you put it in on top of it, and it locks into place. And it took a couple of different companies a while to really get this right to where everything just blended in seamlessly and everything locked into place well. If you're familiar with some of the older manufacturers like Trident, I used them for a while with some older phones, and it seemed like, you know, even OtterBox, whenever they had their first iterations, and the seams just weren't that great. Well, this one, once you put it together, it feels like a single one solid piece, but really it's 2, so that's cool. You've got ample room here that's cut out for the cameras on the back and the biosensor and the fingerprint sensor, but it's also kind of got this little ramp thing around it, so it helps glide your finger naturally to where it needs to go. So that's good. But with being recessed, you can place it down on any flat surface and it'll be protected. The buttons, they're nice and firm. They've got good positive feedback, but you have to use a little bit more finger pressure than with some cases to get them to activate. But all in all, I think that's fine. Now the protective front here, I call it kind of like a canoe shape. You can see how the bezels on the front part here are raised just a little bit, and that's around the corners, the edges, and the top and bottom. And what that does is it protects the phone. So if you place it face down on a flat surface, it protects the front of your screen from making contact. So I highly recommend, of course, putting a screen protector on there, and that'll save you pretty much any time. The cutouts are good. I wish the cutout was a little bit more open for the USB-C on the bottom, because I use it for recording all the time. And I have a connector that goes on here that converts the USB-C to my typical USB-A for my microphone, and it will not go in there. The headphone, I didn't really have a problem with, but if you have an oversized 3.5mm headphone jack, you may have problems getting that to connect all the way. The speaker is open and unencumbered. It's easy to get to the S Pen, which is nice, because sometimes it can be a little bit of a pain in the rear end to get to them. So it's nice and open, allows for ease of use getting to the S Pen, so that's good. All in all, I like it. Like I said, I'm not crazy about the texture. It feels nice, it looks nice, it works well, but it's like, you can see there, you know, if you're not like really holding on to it, it will gradually slide out of your hand. So be aware of that. But for 10 feet of drop protection, $29.99, and the comfort that is available in this case, along with the security, I think it's a great case. I like it. I recommend it if you're looking for protective style case, especially if you want something that's not gonna break your wallet to protect your phone. So again, this is the Incipio DualPro case for the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. You can check it out at incipio.com. As always, thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments section. And I appreciate it, as always, for your subscriptions, and I'll see y'all next time.